As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues.
Gucken wir mal, was hier will. Verpiss dich, Jennifer.
Footsteps. Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Sparrows chip, while starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw. Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop, whereas peacocks screech. Hawks scream, larks trill, and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
All right, nightingales croon.
That was close. This'll be tough to open.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
Hard not to.
Ermien's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come, there's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
Seen uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia, being romantic. Yes? Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a druid. Must be a real nature lover. Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
Looks alive. 100 loose an arrow if he saw that in the woods.
Are you all right?
Cut myself. The door's locked. The animals, they're alive. Yen, watch out. Monsters. I can feel them. Coming closer. They're everywhere.
Machen keinen Schaden.
Strange. Smells of mushrooms in here.
No. To my mind, it's the scent of sweet grass. That's one less.
Come on!
That's one less.
What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermien's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open. Let's go inside, Geralt.
Looks alive.
Oh no. Haben wir von einem armen Druiden die Sachen kaputt gemacht.
A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermien appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it. I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions.
Was mit den ganzen kaputten Tieren?
Ah, our dear druid's laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Ouroboros must be here. Wondrous world of insectoids. Ritual plants. Ah, what do you know? Raymond Marlev. A biography enhanced.
Letter bearing Ermien's seal. To the druids. Warns them about you. That brazen manipulator.
Brother Druids, be forewarned that a sorceress has arrived on Art Skellig. Her name is Yennefer and she hails from Vengerberg. I know you are immune to feminine wiles and will not let a well-draped skirt muddle your reasoning. Nevertheless, I warn you not to be taken in by her intelligence and refinement. I know who Jennifer is. I do not, however, know the true goal of her stay in Skellige. I see no point in asking her this question directly, for Jennifer is known for her cunning and eloquence. She says not what she thinks, but what she wishes you to hear. You must remember this is no second-rate sorceress. This is a person who breaks bread with the rulers of the north and who most recently has been working with Nilfgaardian Emperor himself. Familiar with courts the world over, she possesses an ability to manipulate that even the wiliest diplomat would envy. And Jennifer has displayed an unhealthy interest in the side of the cataclysm we are striving to study. I have not given her permission to go near it, but I caution you to keep your eyes and ears open all the same. The sorceress from Ravengebert is a stubborn and effective manipulator. I know that in the past her and Krach's paths crossed. I suspect that she will wish to use this old friendship for some ulterior purposes. What that is exactly I will try to determine. Once I do, I will inform you in a separate letter. May the power be with you, brothers. Hermione. The Nilfgaardian Wars or a history of our time. It came as a surprise to many when, a mere 3 years after the Second War against Nilfgaard, the war which it was said would end all wars, the Empire's forces once again invaded the north. To the perceptive student of history, however, this development was not at all surprising. Nilfgaard's economy and political system have for decades relied on expansion and conquest for continued survival. Attentive analysis shows that Nilfgaard never abandoned its plan to subjugate the north. Contrary to popular belief, imperial diplomats, and not sorceresses, were behind the death of King Foltest. They also brought about the crisis during the summit of mages and monarchs at Loch Muain. The current conflict is thus the result of a calculation and long-term planning. Before the wax had time to dry on the Peace of Sintra, Emir War Emirates had already begun to prepare for the next war, which ultimately broke out in the spring of 1270. The war's first stage went exactly as Emperor had planned. In a matter of months, Lyria, Edan, and Temeria found themselves in the shadow of the Black Banner, if not for the early frosts of December 1270 and the daring of King Redwood, who, instead of concentrating his forces on the Pontar, invaded Cadwyn, thereby doubling his territory and strength, while the north would surely now be but another province in the vast empire of Nilfgaard.
The shameless schemer.
Skellige's tales about the wild hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men.
Tales of the Wild Hunt. The island folk of Skellige, like many nations of the North, hold a series of beliefs about the Wild Hunt as recorded in legends, myths, and fables. This horrifying phenomenon is said to herald the coming of war and misfortune, characteristic of the tales and distinguishing them from the continental versions is that the islanders imagine the Wild Hunt not as a cavalcade of wrath galloping across the night sky, but as ghostly longship. The vessel called the Nakfla is said to be built of the claws of dead men. For this very reason, superstitious Skelligers remove the nails of their dead expressly to prevent them from being used to fortify this ghastly ship. In many legends, the Nakfla sails out of Morhawk, the land of chaos.
Dwarven triple mead. Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi.
The Corpse of Novigrad. Alexander Ho walked down the long corridor, delighted at the sounds of debauchery pouring out of the rooms, drowned out the sound of his footsteps. The long-neglected brothel floor creaked and moaned, as though the wood regretted being witness to the lecherous scenes fed to it by this house of ill repute, standing in the very center of the pride of the northern cities. Ho had been generously remunerated for this visit by the wife of a silk merchant. She had long suspected her husband of dabbling with loose women during his work hours. The case had seemed simple enough, banal even. A cheating husband. How many similar affairs had he unraveled? The worst was that his employers never truly wanted him to bring irrefutable proof of their husband's guilt. On the contrary, in their heart of hearts, they always hoped these investigations would prove their husband's model citizens and their suspicions wholly unfounded. This time, it truly did turn out that the woman's husband was no warmonger, despite the fact that His trail led Alexander to a place in which fleshly pleasures were bought and sold. The door in front of which he stopped, following the instructions he had received from the gnome at the entrance, had a small plaque with the number 16 on it. Unlike the other rooms, this one was enveloped in an unsettling calm. Hugh turned the doorknob and pushed the door open, and what he saw behind it far exceeded his worst expectations. Expectations, nicht exceptions.
A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand. Need something else. Gotta look around.
Wahrscheinlich nicht ein...
A sword in a stone. Thing's begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
Look at this. A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
A child's skull.
Ermion's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Na komm, der kriegt doch bestimmt einen Schädel in die Hand gedrückt, oder?
Let's try again. So, statue, how about a skull? Guess you're no indecisive prince.
Okay. Und dann doch die Pinecone, weil ein Druide ist.
What do you say we give it a pinecone? Nothing.
Wirklich? Das Bier? Huh.
How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Ermion enjoys jests achieved at the expense of others. I have a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
Ich hätte nicht erwartet, dass es der Dingsbums ist. Ach, da ist ein Golem.
This is it. We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before... It's a trap! We're in prison! Geralt, hear that?
Smelled it. Gas. Grate's still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
Fuck you, Maus.
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight.
Now heed my words. There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you. And we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that. Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forth. My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will. May the best man or woman win. What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to Speakerog. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now. How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood? I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Magic anomaly on Ord Skellig somehow related to Ciri, or so Yennefer believes.
It's my strong suspicion, but I can only know for certain by examining the site.
I saw the twisted forms. Right unnatural. The druids were barely able to contain it. Explain to me, Yennefer, how Ciri might have caused this great catastrophe.
I'm intent on learning that very thing, which I will do as soon as Ermion stops hindering my investigation.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Ard Skellig's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Wondering if I should talk to Ermion.
Leave that to me. Go. Seek and find your Cyrilla. If any ill befell her here, on Ard Skellig on my watch, I'd never forgive myself.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Unfold! Tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalric further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye, dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here on Ardskellig.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It's true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Oskar, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Danke, Jennifer. Ich weiß, wie man Leute sucht.
If either Hjalmar or Ceres need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Well, now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Ardskellig. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krach. I will see you later.
Wanted to talk. Any news of Hjalmar? His venture going well?
Nah. Tempted after all, eh? If you're itching to join him, it might not be too late.
Maybe I should visit Undvik.
Ask at the new port. Clan Tordarach survivors lie around there. They refuse to hunt the giant, but they're willing to talk.
Sorry, remind me. Where'd Ceres go?
Speakerog. Got it in her head that she must help Udalric.
How?
I've the same question. He's a brave man. Some say hot-tempered and hasty, but... if Ceres wanted glory, she'd have done better to sail with Hjalmar. As it is, who knows what ideas bat about in her head.
What's new in Skellige?
Of late, look seaward and you'll see their sun on a sail, staring right back. We've yet to capture any of their crew, but only a fool wouldn't know they're planning something.
See ya, Crack.
These continental dandies come a strutting, then we gotta drag their corpses out of the inn. Adventure seeker.
Randy took back one drunk.
Aye?
How are things on Pharaoh?
There as always. It's pissing buckets and fucking freezing.
See, you're bursting with pride.
No use cutting seal shit with honey. Pharaoh is a rock overgrown with pines, but with no need for more.
Can't eat pine wood.
But use it to build a longship, and you'll eat your fill of what others have grown and bred, after you've taken their wenches and their gold, burned their homes to the ground. That's how Clan Dimon lives.
Okay.
Farewell.
Shiver at the bell thing of that cursed wood. Just the witch.
I've no time for you.
Oh, Junge.
Ask me later.
Any news of Yalma?
Not Jarl.
Damn it. Mighty warrior, that one. Hugos has gone completely mad. He's raised Dunar's villages. Quite a story. My.
Yes?
Pray with me.
Ja, nochmal.
Someone help Bran Calmar will never be king. And sudden the gods of
Greetings, Geralt.
With Bran gone, by my count, that makes you the eldest of the Jarls.
Aye, it does. But I trust it'll not be for long.
Not like any of the others stand out, age you.
Nay, but I'll gladly pass the honor to the next in line. I've lived my fill, steeped my hand in the blood of foes, felt the warmth of the southern sun and the bite of the northern winds, the touch of women of the east and west. Now, I wish to die a death worthy of song.
What's new on Hindersfjall?
New. Lofferton lies in ruins. The garden has been devastated. And now we must deal with an Ulfheden. In short, everything's grand.
Ulfheden? Ist das nicht ein besserer Werwolf gewesen?
Well, what is it?
Two clans on one island. Tough to be neighbors so near each other.
A neighbor is one who lives nearby, not one who stole half your home. The Oncrete seized our lands.
In the days of Harold the Cripple. That was 3 centuries ago.
Doesn't change the fact they had no right. I'll rid Ard Skellig of crack and his brood yet.
Just out of curiosity, why do they call you Madman?
Yeah! That's one.
Weil du einfach rumscheißt.
Farewell, Lugas.
Ah, okay.
Heard word of a dragon race amidst the peaks of Skellige.
You're pale. You drink last night too?
Nee. Oh.
Hit the horse on the head!
Time to end this.
Nö, das lese ich nicht.
More trouble.
Ihr sollt mal euren Leuten sagen, dass sie während des Jobs nicht schlafen sollten.
You're pale. You drink last night too?
Nein.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
Kommt drauf an, wenn ich nicht gerade wieder rumlutsche wie der letzte Anfänger.
Best blade's not worth shite if a week.
Ooh.
Grand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
Das ist schön für dich.
That's, adornment. I engraved it. Melt this blade and forge it again.
Foreigner,
A sword for
watch
cutting,
your
not
step.
looking pretty.
Greetings, White Wolf. I suspected you'd come by. Bah, I was sure of it.
Oh yeah?
The best stocked armory in all Skellig is right here at Caer Trolda Castle. Everyone knows it.
I'll gladly see for myself.
Take your time. Give them all a careful look.
What do you think? Who'll be the next king of the Isles?
Hjalmar, clear as day. Lad's brave and generous. And from Croc's own line. No better claimant.
Looking for someone who can make me a master quality breastplate.
Never known a master who wasn't a dwarf.
Fergus, perhaps? Say he's holed up somewhere in Velen.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Level 24. Noch weniger Filter hättet ihr uns nicht geben können, hm?
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Hab ich mir gedacht. Irgendein Nilfgaard Rotz. Sonst noch irgendwas hier? Achso, da waren wir eben erst.
Swords need thumping. What's it?
Interested in a weapon? There's a tale behind every item I've got.
Think I have something that was meant for you.
A letter from me mum. Says here me sis was bringing it. How'd you come by it?
Came across some bodies in the woods, victims of a monster attack. Found this letter on one of the dead. A woman.
Singer's dead. Ah. Told her and Mom so many times. Come over, live with me. No. They had to stay on Pharaoh. I gotta send someone to fetch her body.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for bringing word. Not every man will go to the trouble. Here, take this. Go. Leave me to me grief. Go. Leave me to me grief.
We're shite if a weak arm's swinging it.
Nog een glas hebben zoals uitskellig. Slaughtered onweg. Possession. Mistakes. Nou, wer ist das?
My little Lorgan's birthday tomorrow. I've no clue what to give her.
you a nice little axe.
Them supper knives are good for picking your teeth, sure. An axe. There's a weapon.
Did you hear the lift got stuck yesterday? Kjeld hung there half a day before they got him down.
I've always said only a fool would hang himself in midair in a wooden box.
What, sail in the sea in a wooden box? That's wise.
You fall off a ship, you can always swim. Fall off the lift, all that's left is the funeral.
Oh, they did him good. Cut his paunch open, pulled out his guts, and made him run around a tree till he ran out.
Ha, praktisch.
Jarl's punishing him for murder. But there was prisoners he killed.
I don't know. Last night was...
Hmm?
Lugos is fixing for a fight.
What's that?
Not with the black ones, but with us.
If he breaks the truce, he'll prove himself a hard man.
Interessanter Ort, um Musik zu machen. Naja, du kannst mir ja sagen, ob es die richtigen Haare sind, weil ich habe keine Ahnung.
You see the white-haired fellow? Seems dangerous. Got wolven eyes or something. Wonder what tide he drifted in. Knowledge?
Don't eat so much love. That's why they spit off. Because if you get hit in the gut and those herrings get tangled in your inside.
Seen the plan? Strange long.
Oh. Gucken wir uns das mal an. Achso. Ja, wir haben kein neues Slot freigeschaltet. Wer chillt denn da? Was ist hier los? Wer braucht Hilfe?
A man in need. Another one stricken come to see the druids.
Most humbly beg your pardon, but I'm in quite a predicament, see. I'm a wandering juggler from occupied Temeria.
Temeria? You sure? Not Novigrad?
What? Why Novigrad? No, I come from Maribor and...
You're not cut out for this line of work. Memory's too short. See, we've met. But you were a respected Novigrad merchant who wanted desperately to get home.
But I assure you, all right, you got me. I know this all looks bad, but I swear I'll pay you back, mate. All of it, with interest. Just, please, don't take me to the Jarl.
Definitely won't get my coin back if I turn you in. But try to cheat me again, and I'll find you. I'll find you and I'll...
Yeah, I ain't lying. Besides, you can go to the Jarl any time you want.
Then I expect to see you later.
Best way to fight shite if a weak arm swinging it, eh?
Hey there! Come, take a gander. Greetings. Looking to buy?
Show me your wares. So long.
You'd say it to know when it's raining.
Ah ja. Haben wir noch. Was bekommen? Dann wollen wir mal ein Schwert suchen gehen.
Go, go.
The Witcher killed a monster.
The way of common? Maybe they got lost.
Was gibt es denn hier? Hat zumindest keine Monster.
I get his blades, and whichever one he uses, fight
Give us
best
all
will
you
get his
got.
armor.
Faster! Come on!
The Thief's Journal. Reynold. Fat as a seal. 4 winters you are. With a mold that reeks like a cesspit put your head. Brilliant. Making a mold of the key with a lump of clay. Damned clever. Can't believe I didn't think of it myself. I strolled right into the armory after dark. Julio was lying there right where you sat, in a case, wrapped in oilcloth. What a blade. Fits your hand like a toothsome lass tit. Points sharp as needle. Heels set with scams. Stared so hard I didn't hear that fool Olaf coming. He wouldn't have caught me had he not tripped and smacked his gob into the ground. Seems the gods are looking after us, so now we got to sell the blade, and that won't be easy. Not many got that kind of coin, and them who don't want to cross Krach. Luckily my brother Jirn knows a merchant fellow named Gimre, who always finds willing buyers for second-hand goods. They are going to meet in the old fortress near Ferrisdal. Maybe they will make a deal with Lugos. He's got heaps of gold, and not a drop of fear for in crate. Cheers to you, old goat. After the discovery of marks relating to the beer school of witches in the ruins of Castle Tulsach, Professor Antimstein sent me to prepare a map similar to the one prepared by R. Kermith, indicating the various locations in the archipelago where these symbols occur. Professor Artimstein was of course correct in his suspicion. I quickly found such locations and have marked them on the map. Following Professor Artimstein's instruction, I'm studying remnants of the presence of witches from the bear school. I have discovered more and more locations marked with the bear symbol. Naturally, I have marked each on this map. I have noticed something disturbing. For some time, a certain strange gentleman appears to have been following me. He stays at the same inns and roadhouses as I, sticking close to me like a shadow. I have decided to return at once to the place where I began my research, namely the ruins of Castle Tulsach, to meet with the other members of the expedition. The map is damaged and covered in blood, hard to decipher which location are marked, and only a portion of the text is illegible. In the ruins of Castle Tuzat, that's where we made our first findings. I shall be safe there. Bloodstains. Elgar hid further improvements to the equipment used by the School of the Wolf in various regions of Skellige Island. He put some in Wooden Fort in southern Art Skellig. Another said he hid in the ruins in the western portion of Hindusfall. A third stash was hidden in the burial mounds found in western Art Skellige. Some of the improvements to the School of the Wolfgear are hidden in the Skellige Island. Elgar left them in the central part of Ark Skellige, and in the ruins of two watchtowers, on one Udvig and one on Spiker Rock. He wanted to be available for witchers who need them and are clever enough to find them. The White Frost. One can hear Ilithian's prophecy whispered at every market, garbled and reused by every village witch delved into in any treatise touching on Thuth and diviners and in general saturating our common culture. We all know that the time of the wolf's blizzard approaches the time of the white frost, and that the world will perish amid ice, but few truly understand the meaning of these words. The self-proclaimed prophets who shout out Ilithian words mistake stars reflecting in a still pond for the sky. For the white frost is no legend or mythical apocalypse. It is a natural phenomenon that can be described in the dry yet precise language of scholarship. The renowned scholar of Thorn studies have clearly shown that our world is not the center of the universe, but one of 1,000 such globes spinning in the endless darkness of space. This space is usually described as a vacuum, yet to do so is grossly misleading, for through this vacuum swims, invisible to the naked eye, the white frost. We do not know exactly what the white frost is, perhaps a microscopic dust that blocks the incoming light of the sun, perhaps infinitesimal particles of the sort postulated by Democritus of Banat, with the unusual property of sucking up warmth as a sponge does water. We know for certainty, however, that thanks to the telescopic observations of elven astronomers, the white frost, whatever it is, has already destroyed a great many worlds. The star system in which it appears perished into lifeless hunks of ice over the course of a few decades. Furthermore, each scholar is agreed that the white frost will one day come to our world. Ilithian prophecy, though based on magic intuition and not scientific observation, thus appears to foretell the truth. Many mages are skeptical about this presented here. About the thesis presented here, I recommend they carry out the same experiment I have conducted in my own laboratory using the spell Portus Asterum. Open a microscopic portal for 3.5 seconds to the coordinates 03, 31, 48, 90, 89, 27, 09, 34. Yet before you do, dress in your warmest furs and ready an axe for breaking through thick ice. Dann gehen wir gleich wohl mal ein bisschen jagen nach Ausrüstung, ha? Ich hab doch gerade irgendeinen Bär gehört oder so. Muss. Oh, das ist wirklich nur ein Bär. Dann lass den Bär mal in Ruhe. So. Ist das nicht die Festung, die wir schon kennen? Nee. Ist es nicht. Na, warum nicht? Dann gehen wir einfach dahin. Oh, was ist das? Miners Camp. Ah, das ist ja ein Zyklop. Oh. Abandoned Site? Ach, weil wir die Typen umgebracht haben.
Show me what you got.
Hä, oder ist es nicht da, wo wir schon warten? Na, ich bin verwirrt. Vielleicht doch nicht. Yale, I've got bad news for you. Your father's ship sank off the southern coast of Askeladd. Far as you know, there was no survivors. Only a few bodies were recovered. They were already blue and bloated. I could only recognize Jorvik by his tattoo. I will do what I can to prepare the body for the funeral, but brace yourself, it won't be a pretty sight. I know what was on the ship, everything you had. So if you need to borrow some coin, don't hesitate to write. Your father and I were bound by blood. I will never refuse to help. Warland. So, ist da ein Nest von den Pirates oder was?
Den. Gotta ruin it for them.
Jupp. Machen wir mal kaputt. Weg damit. Oh, au. Kannst du mal dein Schwert ziehen? Boink. Ah, hast du nichts fallen gelassen?
Would you like to buy something from my stash?
Maybe. Let me see what you got.
Was hast du denn? Keine Karten. Diese Pflanze hier aber, her damit. Wir brauchen noch diesen komischen Alkohol da. Nicht den. Den hat der aber nicht. Okay.
So long.
Toid's bringing in refuse by the barrel. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how we'd have managed without you.
Kein Problem. Ist ein Fragezeichen in der direkten Nähe? Nö. Dann gehen wir erstmal, denke ich mal, dahin. Alter! Fuck you! Was ein Haus, weil wir das hier wieder freigemacht haben. Arschgeil. Oh. Haben Haben wir das Jürgen-Ding noch drin? Ne, haben wir nicht. Scheiße. Achso. Na komm, ich... Danke. Kletter darüber, Geralt. Ja, alles erstmal. Arrest warrant for the Witcher Gerd. Let it hereby be known that the Witcher known as Gerd has committed 4 crimes against the Ducal Tiara, namely insulting Her Grace's Majesty, resisting Her Grace's guards, collaborating with the usurper, and other such deeds bringing harm to Ducal Tiara. Any person providing him shelter will be considered complicit in his crimes. It is the duty of each and every one of Ducal Tiara's subjects to provide any and all possible help to the agencies of the law who seek to capture the band. For the apprehension of Witcher Gerd, dead or alive, we have set a reward in the amount of 300 Arxia dinars in the name of Her Grace Helena Langehaare, heiress to the Duchy of Arcea, suzerain of Gillibol, Hieronymus Ussar Castellan. Okay. What the fuck? Innkeeper notes, that was right before dusk, then a witcher showed, dirty and unshaven and stinking worse than a fisherman from Pharaoh, asked for a room and a bucket of water so you could freshen up some. First I didn't want to let him in, on account of the bloody sack he was carrying, but then I came out he had arranged to meet Jürgen Iron Hand here, and a friend of Jürgen's, a friend of mine, illegible. Sun had long set by the time Jürgen showed, which I handed him that sack, and we all learned why it stank so bad. Inside was the head of a siren. Jürgen had contracted the Witcher to take it down after it attacked some folk in a cave in the northwestern part of Spikeruk. Seeing it dead, sheared folk are full fast, and Jürgen, happy as a clam, started buying everybody rounds. The Witcher refrained at first, saying he was off to take care of a striga that infested the ruins of a fortress on the northern edge of the isle, but in the end he gave in. After all, there's no refusing Jürgen. Made a lovely heap of coin that day, for the sun started rising and not a man had gone home. The Witcher got drunk with Jürgen and started telling us tales. Then we sat down for some Gwent. That Gerd, he might be a first-class warrior, but he's a lousy card player. Lost half his reward for that siren to me, and drank the other half. Then, wanting to win it back, he wagered a diagram for some kind of steel sword. To my eye it was scrap of rubbish, but fuck it, some things you gotta do for the sake of sportsmanship and camaraderie. So I accepted the wager, und du hast anscheinend gewonnen. Und dann wechseln wir die Fähigkeit wieder zurück, damit wir die Leute überzeugen können, dass wir in Gespräch kommen. Aber wie es weitergeht, sehen wir in der nächsten Folge. Tüdelü, Lorin.